In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about the important topic from the chapter number 9, that is the flow through pipe, and the topic is HGL and TGL, which is named as hydraulic gradient line and the total gradient line. So first we discuss about the definitions of this HGL. So HGL is the line representing the sum of the pressure head and the datum head of the flowing fluids in a pipe with respect to some reference line or the some datum lines, and it is known as the hydraulic gradient line. And total energy line, that is called as the TEL, that is the line representing the sum of pressure head, datum head and the velocity head of a flowing fluid in a pipe with respect to some reference line is known as total energy line. So students, here first of all we understand what exactly the meaning of this. So we have know the Bernoulli's equation, that P by rho g plus V square by 2g and Z. So this head is called as a pressure head. This second component is called as the velocity head, that Z is the datum head. So if you represent these two value, that is P by rho g and Z, means you have only P by rho g plus Z, and the line, if you plot the line using these two datum, then it is called as a hydraulic gradient lines. And if you use the P by rho g plus V square by 2g and the Z, then it is called as a total energy line. So students, here I have taken one reference line. Here the Z equals to 0, so I consider this line as a datum. Now I have taken this conversion pipe at one point, and there is the another section is there. Here the piezometric head means P by rho g is P2 by gamma, and here the piezometric head is P1 by gamma means rho g, and then the velocity gradient over here, it is V square by 2g, and here it is the V1 square by 2g. And the datum head, that is the height of this point from the datum, that is Z1, and the height of this point with the reference line is Z2. So this Z1 plus P1 by rho g and this P2 by rho g plus Z. So this line, which is indicated by green color line, this line is called as the hydraulic gradient line or hydraulic grade lines. And if you add the velocity gradient above this HGL, then is indicating the total energy line, or it is called as the energy grade lines. And here it has the same height because we are not considering the head losses. Otherwise students, if you remember the formula, then P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1 equals to the P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2 plus HF. And if you consider this HF equals to 0, then you have the simple horizontal line for the TE, that is total energy line. And if you consider this HF, then this line is also having some angle or slanting line is there. It is not a, we can say the horizontal lines are there. So this is understanding of this HGL and TGL. And now the question is arises in your mind students, where we have to use. So for analysis of the head loss, or to find it out the various parameter like the velocity as well as the diameter and the frictional factors or the frictional head losses in various network of the pipe, then we use the concept of this TGL and HGL. So now students, we go with the one a numerical which is asked in GTU basis on this HGL and TEL. A diverging duct PQ, the diameter at P and Q are there, that is 20 centimeter and 40 centimeter respectively, in which the water flow at a rate of 0.2 meter cube per second. The pressure head at P is 6 meter of water, and its elevation above the ground is 2 meter. The point Q is 4 meter above the ground. If the frictional losses are 1.5 meter, find the pressure at Q and draw the HGL and TEL lines. First we plot the diagram using the given data, as well as we also going to write the given data. Diameter of P is given, that is the 20 centimeter. So it becomes a 20 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Then diameter at Q is given, that is 40 centimeter. So which is 40 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter. Q flow rate is given, that is 0.2 meter cube per second. Pressure head at P is given, that PP by rho G, which is the 6 meter. Then we need to calculate the P at Q point. Then Z, datum of P point is given, which is Z of P is 2 meter. Then the Z of Q is 4 meter, as well as the head loss due to the friction is given, that is 1.5 meter. So students, first we have to consider one ground line. So I consider the ground line. Now I have to mark the 2 points. So let I have marked this 2 meter head. So the 2 meter head point P is elevated. So this is point P, and somewhere at 4 meters, double of this height, 4 meter, this Q point is located. So we have this diameter of P is 20 and the Q is 40. So it is like this. So we have to plot the diagram like this. It is diverging duct PQ, and this is the neutral axis of this diameter duct. Now the point P has an datum of pressure head. This is the 6 meter. So let we point, this point is our R point, and now we need to calculate the pressure at the point Q. So first of all, we know that the continuity equations, the discharge occurs at P section and Q sections are equal, and we know that it has a relation that AV into VP equals to AQ into VQ. So using this, we can able to find it out the velocity at point P and velocity at Q. So velocity at P is becomes a Q divided by AP, and velocity at Q we have the Q divided by AQ. So here it is 0.2 divided by pi by 4 into d square. For the P is 0.2 meter whole to the power 2. Here again 0.2 divided by pi by 4 into 0.4 to the power 2. So we get the velocity at P and Q, and which is respectively, this is a 6.3 meter per second, and here it is 1.59 meters per second. Now we apply the Bernoulli's equations to find it out the pressure at the Q point. So PP divided by rho G plus Vp square divided by 2G plus Zp equals to the PQ upon rho G plus VQ square divided by 2G plus ZQ plus HF. Now all the parameters are known in this expression. Only unknown parameter is PQ. So we just put down. So the pressure head is 6. Then velocity we have find it out, that is 6.3 whole to the power 2 divided by 2 into 9.81 plus Zp, that is 2 meter. Here the PQ is unknown. Rho G is known to us, but we are not putting down the value right now. The velocity at Q is 1.59 whole to the power 2 divided by 2 into 9.81 plus this ZQ is 4 plus 1.5. And now if we make the subject that PQ upon rho g, then we have 4.43 meter. And we know that the rho is 1000 for water and g is 9.81. So if we multiply this 4.43 with this rho g, then we get pressure at Q, and that is 43.52 kilonewton per meter square. Now we plot the different line. So we have the pressure head. So we have the pressure head is 4.43. So again we need to mark this line. This is the head which is having the value of 4.43. So this is our hydraulic gradient line, and after that we need to calculate the velocity heads, and we get the velocity head by using this v square by 2g. So the value of this 6.3 divided by 2.98, which we get, that is 2.06. So we need to go with the 2.06. So the total height is becomes a 10.06. And again we need to go over here. So vq by this line is we have this 1.59 whole to the power 2 divided by 2 into g, that is 9.18. So we get the 0.12. So here we need to go with 0.12, and this line we have this is called as total energy line. So student, if you have this two line, then you can able to easily calculate the head loss. We end the today's session. So thank you students for attending this lecture.